Morning, guys. Eric, Prairie Hill Farms. Sister-in-law Denise behind the camera. Which
Hey,
she'll
guys.
turn around directly, probably.
I don't know about that. I look pretty ratchet this morning.
Anyway, we of course, you know, as life happens, I was gonna plant these last Friday, and it's done come an inch of rain, and I've had a grandbaby over the weekend, and so all that happened Friday, and we didn't get a chance to do it. Sister-in-law just told me, I think I just said it, an inch and a half of rain yesterday, right?
Saturday we had 1.5 inches, and yesterday morning it rained all morning long, so we probably got another inch at least yesterday morning.
So the ground may be too wet, but anyway, I'll show you what we got on our mind here. We got a 50-pound sack of taters, and we got us a little 10-10-10 fertilizer there, and we're gonna try to lay off a few rows. I think maybe 3. Planting whole taters this year. See how that goes. I'm gonna space them a little further apart, and I believe if you cut them, I hope I'm saying this right, it may not be, but I believe if you cut them, you don't make as many potatoes, but you make bigger potatoes. If you leave them whole, I think you make more potatoes, but they're smaller. But I'm just leaving them whole because I hadn't had time to cut them up and let them, well, they call it chit. Hadn't had time to let them chit or
cure or whatever you call it.
Yeah, they scab over, for lack of a better term. But let's roll this, roll a row of dirt over
and see how our dirt is.
See if it's too wet.
Go.
Anyway, we're gonna set up a row here, or lay off a row, and see if the ground's, the ground's pretty wet. I'm gonna get my cushion over here because the tractor seat's wet.
You could see just how wet it is.
But usually, as far as potatoes goes, the wet don't hurt them as much as it would if you were going to have a few nights of cold weather. If the ground cools off, then they're a little possible rot. But as long as the ground's warm, I think we're good. See if old Massey will crank.
Oh, Lord, I'm stepping on.
Better let the oil warm up. I know it'll crank because I had it cranked a while ago. But, you know how it goes. You start to do something, something's going. Alright guys, got the rows laid off. I'm a little hesitant about planting them today because it is so wet. But I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the fertilizer in the row. I'll show you that. And then I'm going to lay the taters in there, but I'm going to kind of let the dirt that I rolled out, I'm going to let it dry for today. Maybe come back this afternoon late and cover up the potatoes.
Yeah.
But I'll show you what I'm going to do first. Alright guys, I'm going to just take a little of this 10-10-10 and just scatter it down in a row like this. I'm going to do 2 rows at a time. The ground is wet, but since I already got it laid out,
It'll probably dry out today.
oh yeah. Well,
The sun gets high noon.
I think it'll, yeah, we are kind of in the shade right now. And, but yeah, like sister-in-law, like Denise said, I call her sister-in-law because she is my sister-in-law, but it should dry out. And I'll show you in a minute when Get back down the other end. What we're gonna do. This just gives them a little boost as they're coming up. And all taters don't require a lot of fertilizer.
What kind of fertilizer you got right there, did you
It's
say?
10-10-10.
I think you said that earlier, but
I think so, but it sure don't hurt to say it again. But I'm just putting down a little pre-plant fertilizer. Come down these other 2 rows. I got 4 rows going, and if we run out of potatoes, this other row will be turnips. So and down here, I think we're in zone, what, 8B? Yeah. 8A, 8B, I think.
Yeah.
And our rule of thumb down here is we plant taters around Valentine's Day, so, but it was wet then too.
Freezing too.
And cold. So we decided to wait till now. Like I say, along with life happening, we decided to wait till now to plant them.
And we are at the beginning of March.
Today's the 9th day of March. And but our rule of thumb here with our garden stuff, or the way Pa-in-law always done it, Denise's daddy, is we'd plant potatoes and he'd usually plant a row of turnips. And then we'll wait about 2 weeks. Usually by that time you can put your snap beans in the ground. And then usually about 2 weeks after that, you're real close to Easter, and down here we can start planting other stuff, warm weather stuff, tomatoes, peppers, such as that. Maybe not quite that early, but a month from now we'll be real close to putting all that stuff in the dirt. But anyway, I'll get back with you in a minute. All right guys, we're back. I just got a little old garden rake here, and you don't want to put your potatoes directly on top of that fertilizer. So when I laid that fur out, it laid dirt on both sides, but I'm gonna just take the dirt on one side and kind of just knock it over the top of that fertilizer. And since I ain't got too much, I ain't gonna take the time. It won't take long with this little old rake. I ain't gonna take the time to go back and put my cultivator on and all, where I can just cover up my potatoes with this rake. I'm gonna cover up this fertilizer. Any of you that work out in a gym, this is our gym. It's called the garden gym.
Mm-hmm.
And
it'll help you sleep at night.
yeah, it does a bunch of stuff. It'll feed you later on. Get your belly full where you can lay down. Not necessarily today, but like sister-in-law says, it don't hurt. Come back. Break this in. Alright guys, cause it's a little wet, like I said, I'm gonna just on here and drop them about every foot like that. And come back later on this afternoon, cover them up. I swear we use that golf cart for everything. But it is muddy out here today.
I don't know how we used to do stuff out here without it. We walked a lot, didn't we?
We walked a lot more than we walk now. Something about planting the garden, it just makes you feel good.
Mm-hmm. And it's a beautiful day for it too.
It sure is.
It's cool, not hot. It's, well, the humidity is not bad.
Right.
Yet. I mean, I'm sure raking those rows worked you up a little bit in sweat, but just standing out here ain't.
Not really. I mean,
Just
it warmed me a little bit, but not as much as you would think. Just like that, and I'm gonna come back and this evening maybe the dirt dry out a little more, and I'll just rake the dirt over them And noticed Greg said the other day with Hoss Tools, he likes to cover his about 2 to 3 inches. Some people will cover them 1/2 foot, 6 inches. And I guess best advice I got is just do what feels right to you. It don't hurt a thing. A tater is pretty easy to grow. Pretty much you put a little fertilizer. I didn't finish talking about that a while ago, but we'll cover these up. We'll wait for them to come up. Get about that high and we'll come beside them, what we call side dress them. Then we'll throw a little dirt to them, and that'll be all the fertilizing I do to mine. That should be good. And takes them about, I think about 2.5 months, and these will be ready. So that's March, April, May, about the end of May. We should be eating potatoes. You can get out here and scratch around and get you a mess. Some folks call them rob you taters. Get you early mess when we call them new potatoes.
Yeah.
Mix in with some English peas and dumplings.
Which my English peas ain't done. I wonder if you said we could try to replant some.
We still got time, I think, to plant some.
I want to get some. We'll do that soon.
Yeah, we've missed them the last couple of years.
I love them.
And
they my favorite.
They a little further north of us, like up there with Andy and Megan at True Grit, where their coolness stays around a little longer. Of course, they can't plant as quick as we can, but their coolness will stay on out with them a little longer. And them English peas down here, when and it ain't gonna be long, when it gets hot, they just quit. English peas do. They just won't make. They won't put on no more.
I think I'm gonna try it this
But
weekend.
I think we got enough time to make a few. We sure gonna try.
I'm gonna try.
50 pounds, plant more than you think. And just a fair average would be 6 pounds per 1 pound you plant. So in other words, we should at least get 300 pounds out of here.
Whew, yummy.
That's all of them. Worked out just right. We're gonna let the ground dry out some, but I just wanted to show you, basically what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna come back here like this right here. I'm gonna cover that tater about 2 or 3 inches. Just like that. Like that right there. But we're gonna let that ground dry a little bit. And then come back this evening. We'll cover all them up.
We got 4 rows if you look down.
Yep.
We have 4 rows of potatoes, so that'll give us our family a good amount of taters for the
If you ain't
summer.
got nothing to look forward to, you have now. When you plant something, you always look forward to it coming up. You look forward to watching it grow. You look forward to harvesting it. At least I do. It sure is enjoyable to know where your food come from and that you put a little effort into it.
For sure.
But we appreciate y'all watching. Simple life is a much more enjoyable life. We appreciate, I know it's been a while since Perry Hill's been making any videos, but we'll have some now. Old Garden help us out.
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all have a good day and God bless you.
God bless you guys.